Hello, diners, and welcome to our monthly Tech Talk, where we showcase the latest updates and features to our dashboard. Think of this as a deep dive into the cutting edge tools and solutions that we've been developing to make your business more efficient and successful. It's not just about hearing what's new, but rather we're taking this time to show you the newest features and how they can directly benefit you. My name is Ami, and I am your customer success champion. My role here at Dyne is to take the highly technical aspects of our service offerings and translate them into real tangible value for you, our customers. Today, I'm thrilled to have our Chief Product Officer, Mr. Sid Harfgrover, join us. Sid is truly nothing short of brilliant. His focus is unwavering when it comes to helping our customers save time and money through our unique solutions. Gosh, whether he's streamlining operations or enhancing customer engagement, Sid ensures that our product stays ahead of the curve to meet your business needs. We know the world is rapidly changing, and with it, so is the way we do business. We are now living in the data age. Just as the Industrial Revolution transformed how we work and live, the data age is also revolutionizing the business landscape. Every company today is a tech business, and the restaurant industry is no exception. Embracing new technologies is no longer optional, but rather essential for staying profitable, competitive, and productive. In today's Tech Talk, we're focusing on how the restaurant industry can meet the demands of this data age with some new feature updates. I'm excited to hand it over to our Chief Product Officer, Sid, who will now walk us through a screen share demo of these features.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that introduction to me. I'm really excited to showcase the new features that were released recently. One of them is Reviews AI, that's all about customer sentiment, understanding what your customers feel about your business, and actually taking advantage of those keywords and those reviews and getting personalized recommendations and utilizing them in your operations as well. It also includes automating everything regarding review responses. So you don't have to read every review and reply to them one after the other. So why don't we just get right into it then? This is our Reviews AI feature, and right off the bat, you can see all the scores segmented into food, ambience, service, and miscellaneous. Now, these numbers might seem confusing, but they're actually net scores for your location. What this means was that if food was mentioned 174 times in a positive connotation, then there's about 51 negative mentions, it's going to give you a net score of 123. And all of that is actually filtered on a particular time frame that you can choose by yourself. What's so great about this feature is that we take all your reviews from Facebook, Google, Yelp, TripAdvisor, and OpenTable and consolidate them so you don't have to spend hours just scrolling through and reading and replying to all of those reviews.
Sid, it looks like we have a question already in the chat box here. The question is, thanks for submitting it. Once we've got this on the dashboard, does the customer no longer need to go to their Google or Yelp or TripAdvisors?
Absolutely. What's so great is that because we're fetching all your reviews live, there is basically no necessity to check out those other dashboards because all of this information will already be in Dyne and much more broken down into keywords. So yeah, you have even a more detailed view about it.
Thanks for asking that question. Please continue to put your questions in the chat box because Sid's here to answer them live.
Awesome. Yeah, and we're talking about keywords. This gives us a perfect way to get right into it. You can see all of these keywords which are filtered on the basis of ambience, food, service, and miscellaneous. What's so great about this is that you can click on these and you can see the exact words that were mentioned as an adjective or in relation to those words. So as a manager of a restaurant, if I ever want to know how my restaurant is doing in terms of the food that we're serving, I could easily just click on any of my menu item and see what was said about it. So it seems like 4 times it was mentioned that the banh mi sandwich stood out. So that's a really positive view about it. Why don't we check out a negative one now? For example, the pizza, it seems like it's tasteless. Now that gives me a quick, even though it hurts my heart, I do know that I can like improve the pizza just because it's been mentioned 4 times that that the pizza was not up to the standards.
And we've got another question that's just come in on the chat box. I think you mentioned this earlier on, but the question is those 4 times, they're within a certain time frame, right?
Yes, the whole page is actually filtered on this particular time field. So if you only want to see your reviews and the keywords associated with those reviews for the month of June, you could easily just click on this, select the time frame, and you would see the reviews be filtered. And yeah, that means that if in case you introduce a new menu item, for example, and or if it's like a promotion item that was only running for about 2 weeks, you can actually just consolidate those reviews and understand what went right, what went wrong, and what could you actually improve about it.
Thanks, Sid.
Awesome. Moving forward, we also have a key sentiment and insights. So we don't just tell you exactly what's going wrong or like what's going right. We actually give you recommendation on it. So if, for example, in the part about food, if someone mentioned that people really liked the barmy sandwich, maybe it could be a great suggestion to offer enhancements and variations for that. Perhaps giving the customers a bit more flexibility with what they're ordering. Or if someone didn't like the pizza, maybe you could ensure the consistency and quality in taste. These are all recommendations which are also filtered based on the date that you select. And you could always just click on Fetch New Insights, and it will give you completely new insights based on the keywords that are currently on your screen.
So it looks like you may have answered the next question, but the one that just came through was, is this in real time? If a customer makes a review right now while they're looking at the dashboard, all they need to do is fetch the new insights and then you'll see it immediately. Is that right?
Exactly. This button on the top right, fetch all sentiment data. What it's doing right now is it's the fact that we already have all your stored reviews. This button will fetch all new reviews from Google My Business, Facebook, Yelp, all the platforms I mentioned earlier, and consolidate the current ones as well as the new ones and analyze them right in front of you. So everything that you see is completely live. Awesome. Moving ahead, there now we all know the importance of having reviews for your business. Every single organization, every single company has a Google business listing, or like a Yelp or like a TripAdvisor listing, and all of these reviews are what people end up seeing when they want to like check out a new restaurant. So that's where we're going to make sure that we have a powerful front. What better way to do so than making sure that you have QR code menus for all of your different platforms right in your restaurant. Now, our recommendation is to put these either on the tables for your customers or near the register where they pay. This way, you could easily get 20 to 30% more reviews just with a little bit of effort.
And I think I remember you telling me once, Sid, as well, is that QR code, it takes it so that the customer gets immediately to that business profile review stage, going past 5 extra clicks. So we're taking the effort and energy out of that customer side to really make it easier to leave reviews. Is that right?
Exactly. We actually did a research and found out that about 80% of the people end up like when they're asked to give a review, they end up going to the last step and just like not giving it because it's just way too much trouble for the user. What these QR codes help us to do is rather than having 5 steps where you end up searching for a business, clicking on the Google listing, then clicking on reviews, then clicking on write a review, and then actually writing a review, this takes you to the write a review page directly, and you just have to just fill out the rating on food, ambience, etc., and just click submit. And that, as I said, has boosted the number of reviews. That can easily boost the number of reviews because it's much less effort for the customers, and it's just like very easy for them to scan as well in this age of technology where everyone just has a phone.
So you're making it easy for the restaurant, and the restaurant is making it easy for the customers.
Exactly.
I love it.
Awesome. Next, we actually have rating trends. So we understood what we can learn from live insights. We can understand what's going on in the restaurant right now based on all of these reviews in this current time frame. Now, it makes me think, how can I know that I've actually improved my ratings over the past couple of months or years? This is where the rating trend come in. This is a graph that outlines exactly how many reviews you've gotten over the different period of time, which is where you can actually track if your QR codes are working, or you can also see the average rating that you've gotten for your restaurant over the period of time. So as you can see, I started out with a Yelp average of 4.0 and a Google average of 4.7. And now in the end of June, I'm actually at 4.1 for Google and 4.0 for Google, for Yelp.
Sid, I've never actually seen this before on any other platform. Google doesn't even show me this information. How is it the Dyne app can show this?
All of these different platforms, while they can definitely analyze the reviews that you're getting and give you a certain like average rating, there is no way to actually see how your reviews have actually progressed over different time. And because we're continuously fetching and updating our database with your reviews, you know exactly how your rating has gone up or down over time. And now we actually come to the last section of the reviews AI page. You guys must be wondering, like, if I can see the analysis of the reviews, do I also have access to all these reviews if I need to read them? The answer is absolutely yes. All of these reviews are consolidated with different platforms and with the ability to search through the content, search through who posted it, as well as filter and sort based on positive or negative ones, or the newest or oldest ones. This gives you complete flexibility to understand everything that your customer is thinking about your restaurant right now. And I know you guys must be wondering, like, what do I do with this list? Like, what is that suggested reply button? Why don't we get right into it? So we all know how tiring it is to come up with a response to all of these reviews. Some of these can be like as long as over like 100 to 200 words, and no one really has time to like go through these and understand what to like reply to them. For this, we've introduced AI generated reply. It takes into consideration everything about your restaurant, from the way you've replied to your reviews in the past to all the reviews you have right now, to your cuisine, your customer segment, as well as demographic. Based on that, it comes up with a response for your review, while obviously making sure that it's catered to the kind of response the person would be expecting. So if someone leaves a positive review, they're going to be thanked, and they're going to be asked to like come again with perhaps a salutation. However, if someone leaves a negative review, we definitely need to make sure that we don't lose that customer and can perhaps do even better next time. What's great about this is that you can also choose the response length that you want to come up with and add some personalized text. So let's take a look at this review. Now, Mona thinks that the food was disgusting and she never wants to eat here again. Well, we definitely don't want that. And the fact that we've introduced a completely new menu and revamped the entire thing, this is a chance to redeem and make sure that she comes back and gives us a positive one. How about we let the AI know that we have a completely new menu and want her to visit again. And we just click, we change the response. And I think we would want like a response that's about 150 characters, and then we just regenerate. Let's see what the AI response comes up with. Dear Mona, we're truly sorry to hear about your experience. We have a completely new menu. We'd love for you to visit again. Now, we can also include our contact information. That's all up to you. And we make it very easy for you to edit it all here. So you don't really have to copy it and paste it somewhere else and edit it. Everything can be done literally in this modal. And I can like put in my number, edit it, all that stuff. And what's so great is that you can either like copy and actually go to your like your listing on Yelp TripAdvisor, but because you're actually connected with Google My Business, we offer you the ability to reply to the reviews right from here.
So it makes it a one-stop shop that has the correct spelling, the correct grammar, and really creates that professionalism from an external standpoint.
We've actually gotten feedback from customers stating that this feature saves them from 10 to 15 minutes every single review that they reply with. And that is an astonishing amount of time when you're considering thousands of reviews. Yeah, there's another aspect to this reviews AI that I'm really excited to share. We've finally introduced multi-location sentiment analysis. So even if you're a mom and pop shop with one or two locations, or a mid-market restaurant with over five, or an enterprise like store with over 200 locations, we've got you covered. We track customer sentiment reviews for across all of those locations and analyze them together. So in case you were wondering how will I, if I have multiple stores, will I just have to look through each one of them separately? No, all of that is consolidated in one place. So there's no need for you to do that. And as you can see, like one of my stores had about like a score of like 100. Obviously, if I have like my personal restaurant, the Dyne technology restaurant has about 10 stores. So all of those reviews have been consolidated, put together, and I can analyze everything as I did earlier. All right, time for us to see what's the next feature, comparator analysis. The one-stop shop where you can analyze all your competitors, all the businesses around you, understand the kind of events that are happening, and see how the traffic is being, how the footfall is across your location, and seeing exactly how you can overtake those competitors and be on the top. Right off the bat, you can see the number of nearby events happening next week, your current rating, as well as the lifelong impressions that you've received. Now, the next option that I get is to select a particular radius that I'm interested in. For example, I just want to like analyze the competitors in about 3 kilometer range of me. I'll update the radius and get another report instantly. And what's so great about this is that all of these competitors can be filtered on the basis of distance or by cuisine. So based on what you're looking for, if you're looking to measure up to the competitors who are just like nearby, and you're thinking your business is being taken away from them, then by distance might be a good option for you. But if you want deeper insights as to what similar restaurants are doing and which is causing them to like get so much traffic, by cuisine is the way to go. And going into further detail, while you can see all the events happening around you, you can also see the different competitors, which you can click on, by the way, and see exactly how they measure up based on the difference in ratings, the difference in price level, the number of open hours, the number of hours they're open for, as well as the lifelong impressions. All of this has to give you more um, all of this has to help understand where you can improve on for your business so that you can emerge on the top of the list of similar restaurants.
Now, Sid, we're getting some questions here in the chat box. It looks like a lot of people are interested in this. So the first question that we've got here, what does it mean by rating? Where do they pull a rating from?
Oh, so all of this data is actually live from Google Business. So when we fetch the rating of any business, we look up the Google listing, fetch all the traffic that is around it, fetch all the events that are happening, as well as the foot traffic which you see in the map. So all of this data is actually live directly from Google. So you know you can trust it.
Live and in real time?
Yes.
Incredible. The other question that's coming in is, what does that mean, 46 open hours?
Open hours is essentially the number of hours a store is open for. So if a store is open, for example, 8 hours a day, and only on the weekdays, it would add up to 40. So just like, yeah, basically that. And it seems like this store is actually open for 88 hours, which is about, we're actually like 47% lower. So it seems like a lot of our competitors are open for many more hours than we are, which means they could be like taking more of the business during that time. Now, obviously, this does not mean that you can just go ahead and open the store for 88 hours. We gotta like, it all depends on how the store is run, but you can look at the suggested actions regarding that store. What we're doing right now is fetching the competitor store's menu, the reviews, looking at your menu and your reviews and comparing them. This gives us a completely new way to look at competitors, where we can understand the new menu suggestions that are actually doing really well at your competitor, and you could introduce at your restaurant as well to make sure that you come up at the top. Not only that, we do come up with campaign suggestions as well. So if you were interested in, for example, introducing a new signature cupcake or exclusive like macarons, perhaps you would like to start a campaign for that. And voila, there's a campaign already like ready to go for you. Everything from the title to descriptions to the keywords that need to be there to email content, SMS content, as well as image generation prompt, which we can generate directly in the dashboard. And how easy it is to just click on save campaign and be able to save that campaign and see it as a draft later on. We make sure that all of this information does not go wasted, and you can take advantage of every single data point that we're tracking for your competitors, events, footfall, and menu and reviews.
So what I'm hearing, Sid, is that you created a campaign, a pre-built marketing tool based on the success of your competitors?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Amazing.
Finding any information about a competitor can be very time consuming and taxing. Everything from looking up the restaurant to the reviews to the menu to how they're doing. All this could take hours. We have consolidated all that information together and give you all your competitors in one list. So you can just scroll through all of them, see which one you want to like compete with, and take the right actions.
Now, Sid, there's a question that's come in on the chat box here. What if there's a customer who doesn't see a competitor that they really want to find more insights on? Is there an option to search?
You bet there is. We want to give our customers complete flexibility when it comes to the ability to search data. And which is why you could search up any restaurant. For example, I want to search Burger King or Burger Drops in Toronto and then see how it compares to me. I could just search that up. And right away, I get the difference in rating, the price, how many open hours, how the lifelong impressions measure against it, the similarity in terms of cuisine as well as services. And the same thing with suggested actions, I can do that right here with the button as well. So all of that time invested in researching the competitor and given the data could be outdated in a couple of weeks, this makes sure that you get the latest information within seconds.
So it's real-time data at your fingertips.
Exactly.
Amazing.
And with the map-based support, we can always like see where your competitors are as well, which gives you like a visual kind of representation rather than just a list that you could be unsure of in terms of how or like where they're located. So you could easily just click on this map button, which will take you exactly where the competitor is. Moving forward, we also know how important events are to the restaurant industry. We've actually consolidated a list with the ability to filter on the basis of date, attendance, distance, and sort them on the basis of, and sort them all in one place. That means if I want to plan a campaign for a new menu item that I'm introducing for the sum that I'm introducing, I could just come here, look through the events that are happening in the next couple of days, see how acquirable it is based on the distance as well as the so you can take advantage of the attendance as well as how acquirable the foot traffic is from the event and take advantage of it. Now, for example, there's a Sapphire Crystal concert happening nearby, and it gives me the address right away. I can plan a campaign and offer a particular discount to all the people who went to this concert, and that gives me about 68% of the 72 people who could actually be going to the restaurant. Armed with all of this information that can be utilized to increase your revenue, increase the traffic that is driven to your restaurant, as well as get a kind of like as well as get automated help to create all these campaigns. So you're covered on all three ends altogether.
And the other thing too that our customers are loving is the fact that they can go into these events and schedule proactively. So they have the right team members in the right days to maximize on this potential increase of customers coming in.
Exactly. And you'd see that throughout our whole dashboard, there's a lot of places where all of this data is reutilized, but more for that later, though.
There's so much to talk about. Thank you so much, Sid.
No worries. As Dyne, we're always introducing new improvements and features to the dashboard, and I want to make sure that every one of y'all keep up to date with those. And what's the better way to do that than have your own help article and your chatbot that walks you through the entire feature, informs you of the new additions that we've made, and also offers you a platform where you could just pull up the chatbot and talk to a customer success manager right from there. And so we've walked through two of our new features, the reviews AI and a competitor analysis today. We can see how we can refine the search with our pre-built filters based to show industry-specific information from cuisine to distance, with AI features like menu suggestions and pre-built campaigns, which can help and give you the competitive edge to take over other businesses, and consolidating all your customer sentiment data and reviews across all your locations, across different platforms, and automating your complete review response process. So you are basically handled in all, basically, so that you have a one-stop shop that saves you hours and hours every single week.
Thank
Great.
you so much, Sid. And thank you for joining us on this inaugural Tech Talk. We hope that you found it to be informative and that you're just as excited about these new features that we are. So to recap what Sid just said, we reviewed Reviews AI, how automating customer reviews can boost your reputation for stronger customer relationships, and the competitive insights, which gives you that power of understanding of what your competition is doing to give you that competitive edge to stay ahead in the market for informed strategic decisions. We know that these updates will significantly enhance your operations, helping you save time, cut costs, and increase profitability. As we continue to navigate this data age, we know it's vital for your business to stay on top of technological advances, and Dyne is here to help you do just that. If you have any questions or need further information about any of the features that we discussed today, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can contact us through our website, our email, or directly through our customer support portal. We are always here to help you make the most out of your tools and solutions. Stay tuned for our next Tech Talk, where we'll dive even deeper into the innovations shaping the future of the restaurant industry. Until then, I'd like to invite you to dine with us and explore and innovate together. My name is Ami, this is Sid, and we are Diners.